Well. What do we have?
Imagine seeing you here.
Of all people, right?
Mm-hmm. Like we had this planned or something.
Yeah. Must have. Otherwise, this is just a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, right? I mean, maybe we both just had the same idea to show up here at the same time. I don't know.
But how did it happen that we're both on the same screen? That's confusing.
Mm. Huh. I don't know. We'll have to investigate after.
Yeah. Maybe someone in chat can tell us how he did this all. This technical difficulty.
Maybe.
All right. It is Thursday night. And those watching me play, this is a normal occurrence every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time here in the States, for those that want to know, in the USA. We do appreciate all the replay crew. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all the members, all the moderators, co-hosts, subscribers, lurkers. Yes.
We appreciate everybody being part of the show.
Mm-hmm. And Sam is usually the first one to comment in the chat.
Yep.
Good old Sam. He's one of the best moderators around.
What number?
What? Oh.
Because you number your co-host, so...
That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Is Zen in the chat?
Not currently that I can see.
Okay.
And also, how much trouble am I going to get in having a branded beverage on here?
Well, I got a branded beverage too. It's a solo cup.
Okay, so we're good is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. So Sam is like number what, 101?
Oh, so he's the same number of moderator that I am of co-host.
Oh, that's pretty high. That's pretty high up there.
That's serious. Okay, I like it.
The reason I asked about Zen because she's right in there, real close. I'm thinking she's
near 101.
She's
number 100. Okay, so she's kind of like Curtis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like Curtis.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but he's also a mod, right? So he's kind of both. Yeah. How does that? How did do the math on that one for me?
Positive 100.
As opposed to negative 100. Do you rate some of your moderator co-hosts in the negatives?
Well,
oh no,
we're going to that tonight because
okay,
we don't want to scare them off right away.
That's true.
Jeff Kane, work, looking on the drive to the next service call. Hey, be safe out there. Don't watch the chat. Just watch the road.
No, it sounds like he's already at his next call.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dennis. Welcome in. Jeff Kane! Remember from 16 months.
Yeah.
That's a year and 4 months. Eh? Yeah. Wow. So, see, I was too lazy. I could have done a standing ovation and did an applause, but come on. That's a pretty good milestone. Thanks, Jeff Kane.
16 months, it sure is.
Mm-hmm. Wow. There's only a handful of members out there that could even say that.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Jeff.
Yep.
Linda! Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything's okay. Hey. You've been missing in action for the past, 6 months?
That's what, Emma Rose?
Mm-hmm. Koi Cat
Seems like
Lube.
she moved.
Did you move, Emma?
Says, hi, hey, vibes. Now that I live down in Texas now, we should get together and hang out soon.
Oh,
So
where
I'm
in
going to
Texas?
say, yeah.
Now you making me wonder where you live. I didn't even realize that. Hey, Texan, how you doing?
Hopefully it's not Amarillo.
Right. Good luck meeting up anytime soon. Maybe in Dallas, Coachella.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's too far away.
Oh, she said Fort Worth. So
Oh,
Dallas,
okay.
right?
Okay, yeah. No. Careful. If you tell a Dallas guy that he lives in Fort Worth,
Mm-hmm.
if you tell a Fort Worth guy he lives in Dallas, whoa, those are two separate areas.
They are?
Yeah,
Oh, no. But isn't it the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport?
it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I won't question it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not from there, so I'm you're all good.
Okay.
Hey, Rachel.
Rachel.
Moderator number what? 102, 103, or is it negative 100? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome in, Rachel. Good to see you. Atkins.
Ian. Good to see you, buddy.
It's been a while.
No, he's been coming around the last little bit. Maybe his work schedule finally changed up, and maybe it makes it so he's able to tune in now more, which is cool. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, 100%. It's all Austin to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sam. Austin ain't that big. Hey, I only give people that I really like trouble. Woo!
Oh, look who's here. New local Mike.
Mm-hmm. The Mike.
Yep.
Right. And Mariah, for those who are wondering why there's only two of us on panel, she's still at work yet, so.
She is. So we will carry on again without her. It won't be the same, but we will do our best.
I mean, we got Mike in here. It's going to be good.
Oh, we're in good hands. Especially if either one of us runs into any electrical or HVAC problems. Mike, he can fix.
Turn it off.
He will just right. So his approach, right, is just avoidance. We're just going to turn it off. If it just doesn't work, we're just turning it off, guys. Turn it off and walk away.
Exactly.
But it isn't broken anymore, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever need someone in your life to fix your issues or trouble, meet up with New Local Austin.
Yep.
He is the man.
Yep. I miss Mike. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see him at the Clash this year. Uh-oh, Rachel, you coming up on stream to take over for Mariah tonight?
That's what I was thinking too. Rachel, I can send you the link. Actually, Rachel, you haven't been up here in a Coon's age. I mean, literally a Coon's age.
Wow. That's a long time.
That was the first Clash that I went to. Back in, what was it, 2023?
Yeah.
So it's going on 3 years.
She says no, unfortunately. He will not join us. Okay.
Harry gave you a chance, and you passed it up. It must sound like a dying cat.
When she sings, okay. Well, can't be good at everything, Emma.
Exactly. That's what we were saying backstage, TJ.
That's exactly what we were saying backstage. I think it basically ended in the punchline of between me and you, we're one complete human being.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like the same when you're growing up. One boy is a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Two boys is half a boy. Four boys
Yeah.
is no boys.
What?
You never
The
heard of that?
math? No, the math is very strange on that one.
Yeah, one boy is a boy.
Yep.
Boys is half
Half a
boy.
boy. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Four boys is zero boys.
I don't understand. It's specifically the
And
last one.
basically, when you have one boy running around,
Uh-huh.
he just doing boy things. But when
Yep.
there's two,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of trouble
Yep.
about to happen. Right? There's four.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good chance that they're not even around.
I see. Just doing mischievous things.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully that answers y'all's wonders in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, we just picked up Lance, our friend, Sleeper Barbecue Grills and Grills to Gills. I messed that up. Sleeper Barbecue Grills to
Grills to
Gills.
Gills.
Lance.
Hey, Lance.
And
So
Rachel said Five Boys is Backstreet Boys. I mean, yeah. That's technically true.
Sleeper barbecue. So Lance was sleeping while he was barbecuing grills and fish. The fish must be on the grill.
Oh yeah, don't you like a good grilled salmon?
Yeah, but he was sleeping while it was.
Well, because it's a grill, you kind of just let it do its thing. As long as
That's
it's just
fair.
like a little, it's just a little nap.
A little charred. I mean,
Yeah, it's fine.
are they back? Who, Emma?
I think she means the Backstreet Boys.
AKA.
Oh, now it makes sense. So Lance says low and slow, aka sleeper.
Oh, I get it. Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, makes a lot of sense.
Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Mike. You know, Mike, you should be up here singing that song. No, actually, no, because we'll get demonetized.
We would definitely get a copyright strike against us.
Mm-hmm.
This is
And that's
ain't
why
nothing but a mistake.
exactly.
Nice. I like it.
Mike is on a roll tonight with his music talent.
Mm-hmm. His range of musical talents is wide.
It's no limit.
No. Don't
Literally.
grow while you're sleeping. I think we all learned from The Office. We did.
That's true, Rachel. All right. You know what? Let's drop the topic.
Yes, but I got something else to tell you.
Before we drop it, go ahead.
I had a first this week, Vibes.
Let me think first. Cottage cheese?
No.
Coffee.
No, God, that no, that would send me into an absolute caffeine. Yep.
Now I'm puzzled. Go ahead.
Heater failure.
No. How many did you eat?
How many heaters did I eat?
No, the fish.
No, none died.
Whew.
None died. I caught it. It must have been very quick. So Tuesday night I came home from work and doing my usual evening activity, which is to go around and feed all the tanks. And I got to the multi-tank. And it felt like it was radiating heat.
No.
And I was like, that's not normal. So I opened the tank, the lid on the tank, and I put my finger in the water, and it was like like very comfortable swimming pool temperature.
And you about ready to jump in, huh?
I was thinking it was more for that purpose than it was for my fish. So I looked at the thermometer. Thankfully, it was 82. It wasn't that big a deal.
Okay, yeah.
4 degrees, not a big deal. But I look over, and sure enough, that heater light is bright red.
Ooh.
So the heater is on at 82-degree water temperature. I was like, well, that isn't good. So,
No.
I thankfully had realized this and unplugged it. But it was the first time in all my years of keeping fish that I've had a heater failure. And I always kind of have heard these stories, right? And never had experienced it. But thankfully, it was while I was in town. It wasn't like I was out of town. If this had happened over the holidays, it would have stayed like that for a week.
And you come home to a boiled fish.
Yeah, and that would have been so sad.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not have temperature controllers or heater controllers,
Right.
so that is a risk. But yeah, it was unbelievable. It's something that I had known that was out there, but I never had thought of that I would, it just wasn't something that was in the top of my mind just because I've never experienced it before. But it now has me kind of looking around, and all the tanks that have been up for a while, it may be just time to prophylactically replace all the heaters.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Right.
Even if those y'all in the chat, maybe tonight's the night. Go ahead and check, see how old your heaters are. If they're old, go ahead and replace them.
Yeah, because my heaters in some of those tanks are that tank in particular. I think it'll be 6 years old this year.
Okay, that's not old at all. But I guess it is.
I don't know. I mean, from a heater perspective, I'm not exactly sure what is old or not.
Right. I wonder what the warranty usually is on those things.
I don't know. A warranty? Oh no, I think it's maybe a year.
I doubt if even that, then I doubt
It may not even be that much. No.
The legend just showed up, y'all. Moderator number what?
Who are we talking about?
Stephen Page.
Steven? Oh boy, Steven, you're joining the crowd tonight. Everybody's getting a number.
He's like 1 or 2.
Number 1 or number 2? Whoa, cool. Okay.
Hey, David Aquarius, welcome in. How you doing? Been a while.
Lance said he found a new channel called Backyard Barn Finds. It's all finding classic cars. He has done several videos in the building the Clash is in. Yeah, because they have the classic auto mall.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll have to check that out, Lance. That's pretty neat. Reminds me of the show, Lance. Did you ever used to watch? They don't have it on anymore, new episodes, but on Motor Trend television, they have Chasing Classic Cars. I used to love that TV show.
That's cool. Sorry, the froggies will get my throat tonight. Exactly, Sam. You should not be trying to text and drive. I agree. No. Sam, pull over if you want to text. I mean, off the main highway. Get to a gas station or something. Then text. Because I was going to say pull over on the side of the road, but no, don't do that. Because someone's bound to hit you from behind. No. I've been told you should replace them every couple years. Well, there you go. So in that case, every couple of years, are you talking every couple of 2 years? Or that could be debatable.
I don't know about that.
I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So yeah, so that was my first for the week was having a heater failure. So thankfully, again, fish are fine. I caught it plenty early. Was able to unplug it. We're moving along just fine. But it was, like I said, it was a surprising. Just haven't experienced it.
Yeah. That could have been a whole different story, you know.
It could have been, and that would have been, like I said, really quite sad. But it turned out okay.
I don't know, Steven. You know what? Actually, Steven, I was actually talking about you backstage about the technical genius. I don't quite remember what word we used, but basically, Steven, you're really good at computer stuff.
Oh, because you were talking about the wheel. You told me you weren't up to Steven's
Right
level of proficiency. Lance says anything classic car is fun. I would agree.
I agree. I'm the same boat.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 or 3 shows here local.
Yeah.
Classic cars. And if I'm home and I got the chance, I'll be out looking at them. I mean, I kind of, we call it drool a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. I like a good car show. Yep.
Dee
Didi's here and Foxy's here.
Foxy! Looking while making dinner. What you making, Foxy? Hashtag size and toes. Now I'm wondering what the backstory of that one. Then again, I probably don't want to know.
And Holly is here. Hello.
Hey, Holly. Welcome in. You know what? Before we do the topic.
Yep.
For those that missed it, there was a homework put out last week.
Anybody who missed, you do want to give a little bit of a, just for anybody who wasn't here last week, just tell them what we're talking about?
Yeah. I've written it down, yo.
Beautiful.
Okay, the homework for last week was why do you keep aquariums? And to participate, you're supposed to email Vibes your answer.
And why would I want to participate?
Because there would be a wheel of items that you might win.
Oh, because it's a giveaway.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
And the only way it could be entered on the wheel is if you actually participate.
Yep.
Send the email to my email, which the moderators will drop in the chat, and answer the question to be entered the wheel. Spin it next week. You have to be here to win. You have to email me your answer. And the next week, I'll read the answers off in the live stream.
Yep.
Which might spur on a new topic, or it might spur on some debate. And to everyone that did participate last week, I'll enter your names on a wheel. And if you win, there's another wheel of items that the chance to win one of those. But you have to be here to win, and you got to participate.
Yep.
Does that cover all the dots and T's?
I think it does, yeah. So basically last week was the first round, and so you put out to the community to send you their answer to why they keep aquariums, which was our topic that we covered last week.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And so what happened?
Oh, well,
Are you ready to talk about that or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely,
Let's go
definitely.
for it then. Okay.
A lot of y'all, I think, slept on it and didn't get down do it or forgot about it. I don't know, because there was only one response.
You only had one person turn in their
Mhm.
homework. Yep.
And their answer was, "I keep fish tanks because I like caring for others. All my fish are fin children," which definitely sounds like the person that entered the answer.
100%.
So
Yes, it
I'm not.
does.
We ain't looking for a hardcore answer
Hmm.
at all. I mean, yeah, if you want to go that route, definitely. But the main thing is just to have a more than just on a live stream participation. It's like, yeah, emailing the question to why do you keep no, that was from last week. Here in a bit, I'll have a new one for next week, and you have to send it to me before next Wednesday. And I will give you some more information about that when I give you either topic or the homework for y'all. Hey Ben, welcome in. Okay, if I missed y'all coming in, my bad. I'm in the process of getting this set up. The wheel. Should we go ahead and do that? Spin the wheel right away.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. And that person that entered was Roxanne.
Yep. So Foxy was the only one to do her homework, and
Mm-hmm.
we really appreciate that she took the time to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so she's automatically, and she's here, so she's
mm-hmm.
automatically the winner.
Exactly.
But you're
But
going to follow the second part of the process along, which is basically whoever becomes the winner, you then
mm-hmm.
spin the wheel with a series of the items that you've got to give away, and that will end up showing what she's going to end up winning.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Got it.
And if you see on the wheel, you got the Flourish Advance, which is basically plant fertilizer. You got Baba Bites, which is a fish food, which is my favorite. Impulse 400 Pump, which is a Seachem brand. API water bottle, or a Seachem net. So, anyways, let's see if people have spin the wheel. Oh, wrong one. That was not a mistake. I did that on purpose, yo.
Oh, did you?
I did. Close.
Okay. So
Ah,
Roxanne wins. Now we see what she wins.
API water bottle. Woo! Okay, Foxy, go ahead and email me your address, and I can send your package out this Saturday, God willing.
And Sevilla Steve joined us all the way from Spain, and Jody P just jumped in here, jumping in to say hi before she falls asleep. I think we lost our man Vibes. So Foxy, congratulations. Thanks for we lost you.
Yeah, I hit a button while I was trying to remove stuff.
That's okay, no problem.
Like I said, I'm not a Steven genius.
Clearly.
Yeah. Hey. You're not supposed to agree with me on that.
What? You always tell me I have to agree with you. That's part of the deal here. If I don't, I get kicked out.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Asia joined us.
Yes, welcome, man. I'm writing down who won and what they won.
Cool.
API. Also, that way we can look back and see the advantage.
Yep.
And like I was telling TJ backstage, there might be other items added to the wheel, etc. It all
Well, now
depends
you
on
have to
you.
because you've got an empty spot, so you've got to add something back. So we'll give it another shot and see if people, and if people aren't interested, that's okay. We can we'll go a
Drop
different
it.
route.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Route 1441.
Sure.
Okay. You're welcome, Foxy. Now go ahead and email me your address, which you ain't got. Since you ain't sent me the answer, you ain't got my email.
Yep.
And I'll get that out to you.
Cool.
All right. And next week's topic. Why am I thinking topic? Because I have.
We don't have that figured out yet. I was going to say, what did you do?
Exactly. I was giving y'all a surprise one. Huh?
I was going to say, now I'm surprised. So.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and drop the topic up on screen. That way you can think about it.
Yep.
While I where the whole thing got screwed up. There you go. All right. Next week's homework.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be very simple. Your
Okay.
five top favorite fish.
Ooh. I like it.
And I'm writing down in my notepad. So you can't say Vibes, you didn't say that.
Thanks,
Five.
Cecilia. She just stopped in to say hi and drop a like. She's going to go watch a movie with the family.
Nice. Enjoy the movie. I see ya. Thanks for stopping in. 5 top favorite fish. Very simple. It doesn't have to be something really weird like that. Just very simple. And moderators, you mind dropping my email in the chat? So people can get on it and email me your answer. 5 top favorite fish. And TJ, hey, I was thinking, do the hosts or the people on the panel, are they allowed to participate in this thing?
We didn't specifically discuss it. I probably myself will stay out of it because I really believe that this is something to reward participation from the community.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want one of them to benefit because they take their time to come and join us on Thursday nights. And without them, it wouldn't be the same. I mean, we still would probably get together and chat, but no. So I probably won't, but I think that it's perfectly fine to do that, right? There are plenty of streams where that does happen. So, but I just want one of them to win because I feel like they're giving of their time, and if they're giving of their time to the extent of willing to do the homework, then I want them to win. Emma Rose, I think you can be as specific as you want to be. It's we are pretty reasonable around here.
I mean, hey, you might get extra points if you get real detailed.
No, it's pass or fail, Vibes.
Hey, I'm trying.
Either they turn something in or they don't. Like, there's no extra.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, B.
Dublin is here, and Jose.
Yeah. And for those who just come in, there is a homework for next week. 5 top favorite fish. So, and hey, we play Krill. We play 5 top favorite fish. And you gotta be here to win next week.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta email me your answer.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can't be on the wheel. There's a giveaway. Some of y'all saw it tonight. Someone won an item. All right. Oh, there it is. I know what I was trying to do. I'm trying to drop the.
I was wondering where we were headed here.
I was trying to pin my email.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
And I saw it on what?
Sevilla Steve says, is it open outside the United States?
What do you say, TJ?
Sure.
Okay.
Because we run into any issues sending? No, you can send, because it's not plants or anything like that. It's just going to be like an item.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, we might limit what it is, you know.
Okay.
Because sending a big humongous pump across the ocean,
not probably the best of plans.
No,
Yeah.
It probably won't be a too good idea. But small little envelope, yeah. Email now or later next week. Hey, it's whatever. But put in the subject Thursday Night Live #108, and then go ahead and put in your email 5 top favorite fish and what they are. You can even go really detailed if you want to. Where they're from, the specific Latin name for them. Do you have them in your aquarium? Is it on your bucket list? You know what I'm saying? Now, TJ definitely has more wisdom than I do about that, but
no competition.
Oh, and I did pin the email, Jose.
Okay,
the top of the chat. Now, that's what I was saying. I saw on StreamYard that Rachel dropped my email, right? Then I couldn't find it on YouTube. But I did find it though, so I pinned it. So yeah,
good.
And you gotta respond before next Wednesday.
Yep.
That way I can go and correct all the answers.
Yeah, we need time to do that.
And also, it does, depending on how many you enter, I need to put you on the wheel as well. That takes time. Now tonight, it wasn't much tonight.
No, it was easy tonight, but next week they make up for it. So yes. And Shukri is here.
Hey, Shukri!
Good morning in Singapore.
Yeah, how's your weather over there? The duck conversation.
No,
Happy
it's still January, Shukri. We're good. Happy New Year to you.
Now next Thursday we might, you know, that'd be pushing it a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's once we're in February, it's kind of like we get it now. The year is officially here. Shukri said bright, sunny, and humid always. Yeah, that's typical Singapore weather.
Hey, Shukri, you mind packaging it up and sending it my way? Because we really need it really bad right now in Texas. Last weekend it was miserably. I still got ice in my pond yet. And they're saying another cold front is coming up in again on Saturday.
we may get snow here again on Sunday. I don't have anywhere to put it, Vibes.
You could send it to Florida. No, don't.
I'm gonna mail it to you in a box.
Nah, don't even think about it. We don't want it. We don't want it down here.
I'm gonna send you lots of snow. I have plenty of it out in the yard. It's crazy.
There you go, TJ. Send to Shukri.
Shukri wants all my snow. Got it. Okay.
And he'll send us the heat in return.
Cool. Fair trade.
I think it sounds perfect.
That is a very fair trade.
Hmm. So, what the time frame we're talking about, Shukri? If it comes in June, that really don't count because that's what we usually get anyways. So,
Mm.
all right, Emma. Hey, Emma, it's great to have you back. It's been a while. Tomorrow is supposed to be 20 below.
Mm. I assume
You
that's
want that?
Celsius.
That's Celsius. And what is that versus Fahrenheit?
Oh, well, 0 is 32.
Okay.
Uh, -4 Fahrenheit.
Okay. That's still miserable.
It's
Hmm.
yes.
But
Yeah.
it's not as much as I was thinking it was 20 below Fahrenheit.
Oh God. Yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
think that's Foxy. That's Foxy and Brian and Jeff Kane and Jake and Katie. That's the kind of weather I think they've been dealing with.
yes. And they can keep it too. Because I don't want any part of it.
Hmm.
All right. Aquarium lighting. What's it all about? And TJ,
Yeah.
the man, the legend, co-host number 101, brought it up this week.
I did, and so I really want to be incredibly clear that I am.
Transparent.
What's that?
Transparent.
Very transparent. That I am coming from a place of being a total like novice at this topic. But I was inspired by this topic after an exchange that I had with Steven this weekend. You guys will remember that within the last couple of weeks, and I've talked several times about the struggles that I've had with my community aquarium, which is a planted tank,
Mm-hmm.
and how it's gone through. I can't even tell you the number of types of algae. Had green water at one point. Now it's got blackbeard algae. And so Steven has tried to help in the chat several times, but finally he was like, hey, just, message me anytime. And so this past weekend I did, right. And, I gave him a few pictures. I explained kind of some of the parameters of the tank and kind of, how long I keep the lights on, what the light is, all that kind of stuff. And he sent me back no less than 3 paragraphs of information about what he thought the problem was and how he thought I could go about fixing it. And so I have become incredibly excited because last week I think we talked about we got the question about what was our least favorite aquarium that we keep.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it was that one, but I keep it and I'm excited by it because I can see the possibilities. But now after that exchange with Steven, I can really see the possibilities.
Nice.
And so I wanted to talk about this topic, and I've done a little bit of research this week. Again, I am still incredibly very new. I need lots of help still, and will continue to do a bunch of research to learn more. But I just thought it would be really interesting to share kind of some learnings that I've got in what I've done so far, and also see what everybody else might have to say about it. So that was kind of the inspiration behind this topic. Was I'm incredibly excited, and even in just a week, following the advice that Steven's given me, I've already seen a change in the aquarium. And it
nice.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of work to go, right? We've got like a 3-step process that Steven laid out for me that I'm going to follow. But I already see that the plants are behaving differently. And it's just a minor tweak that I've made so far, and it's just incredible. So that's why I really wanted to talk about this. Before we go into that, Lance asked if I got any ice here with the storm. So last weekend, we got a little bit of ice, probably like a quarter inch. No, like probably an eighth of an inch. So just a glazing, but it went on freshly fallen snow. And so that the snow turned into like big chunks of like snowy ice, icy snow. So it kind of made it a mess. But
so did you add flavor to it and eat it?
Oh, like a snow cone?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
That'd been an all natural snow cone.
It would have been, but
organic.
No, you don't know what's in it. Once it's we got all kinds of stuff around here. We got geese around here. You got deer. You got neighborhood dogs. I mean, no sir.
And if it's not white, don't touch.
If it's colored snow, that does not mean it's flavored.
Exactly.
It may be, but not what you're expecting.
Right. Ew. Now you just freaked me out. Yep. Whenever I get a snow cone, I have to make sure I watch what they put in, huh?
You better.
Because it's colored doesn't mean it's flavored.
That's right. Looks can be deceiving, vibes. Don't trust. You can trust, but verify.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yep. So
that's good, Emma. You kept your power and all the ice we got. Yeah, y'all got a lot of ice up there. So my fish were all good. Look, I can't say that.
No.
I
know you lost power for a while.
Twice over the weekend.
Twice. Yeah.
First time, I mean that might have started the thing, but on Sunday morning, power was out, and my house got cold. Only heat source I had was some candles, which ain't much when it's cold.
No.
Those that wondered, the Maltese didn't make it.
The Maltese didn't make it?
Yeah. So I didn't have any electric. Anyhow. So, but otherwise, everything else is doing okay, which I'm surprised.
That hurts my heart.
Mm-hmm. It just means I need to get some new ones to replace them.
Yeah. I think I might know somebody who's got a source of those.
Yeah. I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. Maybe you know him too.
Yeah, I might know him.
Maybe he talks about Maltese constantly.
Then again, I mean, I have heard about it on this stream in the past.
Occasionally, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so.
I'm sorry, pal. That's terrible.
Yeah. So.
That's terrible.
Anyways, so hey, I'm good to hear that, Emma. That yours doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
But you're struggling with some BBA right now. Big.
Nope. Blackbeard algae.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Which is exactly what I've got going on in my tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yes. So again, I am coming at this totally as a novice, but I just had a few things that I found in my research that I wanted to talk about. I'd love other people's thoughts. And just thought I'm really excited just to sort of see with the things that I'm going to do, the difference it's going to make. And what it ended up looking like is that the light is a big part of it. So I have to give shout outs to you and Mariah.
Uh-oh.
Because you guys said you thought that my issue was a light. And also Dee Dee. Because Dee Dee said it sounds like you don't have enough plants. And I think that's also going to prove to be part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go into it deeper here, but you guys were on the right path. And I sit here wondering how long it would have taken me without help to figure this out. I don't know how long it would have taken me, because it was, the way I was thinking about it is very different than I think what reality is. And so that's part of what I wanted to talk about. Also want to say hi to Zen. She jumped in here, said she's joined, so we need to start over.
Okay, good evening, y'all. Happy Thursday. Welcome in.
Yeah, we're glad to have everybody.
Yeah. Do
So
you want to roll again?
no, we already have a winner. That phase is over.
Sorry, Zen, you missed out.
So let's talk a little bit about why do we have lights first.
Are they a critical component of our aquariums?
So I'm going to say maybe vibes, because I think it depends. If you've got an aquarium that has no plants in it, right? So like my Tanganyikan cichlid tanks.
Mm-hmm.
The only purpose that I can find that the light serves in those aquariums is so that I can look at my fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That serves a great purpose.
It does serve a wonderful purpose. Very different. Go ahead.
Because that is one reason we have aquariums. It's for our enjoyment.
Yep. And then counter to that is and I'm only talking about freshwater, because I think when you get into saltwater, it's even a little bit different, right?
It is different.
But in freshwater, if you have plants in your aquarium, the purpose is different, right? Because there's an element in Beto. Welcome in, Beto.
Hey, Beto.
He says one of his tanks gets a couple hours of sunlight and the plants are really lush, right? And so, if it's a situation where you're not getting maybe natural light coming in, or at least not that much, the light fills in that gap, right? That sun in nature would normally do, and I'm not trying to compare the two because they're incredibly different.
Right.
But it fills that sort of gap in the process where it gives the light to the plants, right? And so if I look at my Tanganyikan tanks, they get 3 hours of light a day. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's all that they get.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
So my babies are spoiled, huh?
Yeah. So 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's all the light that they get, because there's no plants in those aquariums. They don't. So I'm not trying to keep plants alive.
Right.
I just use it so that I could see them in the evenings. I feed them, right? That's kind of an evening routine that I'll have throughout the week. That kind of a thing. Very different from the aquariums that I've got plants, primarily the community aquarium, right? Which is in a room that doesn't get a lot of sunlight. And plants depend on the light as part of their, process with photosynthesis and so on. So, from a freshwater perspective, I won't go into saltwater. I don't keep saltwater, but from a freshwater perspective, that's really, in my mind, kind of the very rudimentary sort of dividing line that kind of in my head I kind of create between those two different types of tanks that I keep. So let's switch over to. Go ahead. You're gonna say something. No? Okay.
I stopped myself. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, let's switch ourselves over to if we're thinking about our aquariums with plants in them. Because in my mind, that's where kind of this story goes.
Yes.
Right?
Beto had a good point about sunlight. But it's hard to adjust your aquarium for that. Now, while you were talking, I was thinking, you could have curtains on your windows or blinds and adjust it as such.
Sure.
You have a little bit of control of it, but it's easier to control it with light, LED light, than it is with the sun.
Much more predictable, right? You don't have a cloudy day.
Right.
right? You don't have. I noticed that as the seasons change,
The
the
sun
light,
moves.
the sun moves into a different part of the sky, right? And so it hits the front windows of the house, which face east.
Yeah.
Um, and it moves, right? So it's not consistent throughout the whole year.
Right.
You
Which
know,
I mean, is that good? I don't know. Beto, uh, how long have you been doing this tank? I'm kind of curious now.
yeah.
The tank is direct sunlight and some plants are red. Has it been there 5 years now, or is it a new thing? I don't. You know, I'm actually kind of curious. What the? Because it does sound lush,
Hmm.
but there again, LED lights would still be easier to control to they
More
call it.
control, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And again, it's all personal preference,
Yes.
right? And what you individually can make work. And so I think that that's, keeping it simple for ourselves is really one of the things that I think make it manageable. If
Hmm.
you go with what works, and there's people that have all kinds of different variables that they use in the hobby in general, and I think lighting is kind of one of them. But um but uh, you know where this story for me starts, right? I sent this information to Steven, and he sent back to me, and I quoted it from the text conversation. This blew my mind, Vibes. He says, light doesn't directly control how fast or how well a plant grows. It tells the plant how hungry to be.
Oh, oh, okay. Huh.
And the reason that is important, right? So I have Aquaballs George is here.
Hey, George, welcome, man.
So I have very much a low tech planted aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
No CO2,
I mean, there's your
all
food, huh?
well, but no added CO2,
Mm.
right? No added CO2, right? Gravel, right? So it's not even aqua soil.
Wow.
Yeah, just gravel, right? So
No,
very low
no root
tech.
tab?
I do root tabs,
Okay.
yes. Um, and all very easy to grow plants.
Mm-hmm.
Some years ago, probably 3 years ago, I replaced the light because I had a Haiger light on there that was not adjustable. And I
Yeah.
recognized that was probably causing some of my problems.
Mm-hmm.
So switched that out for an Aqua Sky 2.0, so Fluval.
Yeah.
And I knew that the Aqua Sky was the considered to be less powerful version from Fluval.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, I was like, okay, that's great, right? I believe the issue that I was having at that time was it was too much light, and so I went with the less powerful one. Thought that's perfect for my setup. Here's where it gets crazy. I had the light on 7 hours a day. Intensity across all the spectrums, because it's got red and blue and white and right, all the different color spectrums of lights. I had them all set at 100%
Whoa.
intensity. In my mind, Vibes, it's the lower powered version compared to the planted,
Mm-hmm.
right? The planted 3.0
Right.
or whatever they call it, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, of course you're going to run it at 100%.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Wrong. Completely wrong.
And why is that?
Well, because if you follow the quote that Steven gave me, well, he didn't quote. I'm quoting him, right?
Yeah.
Light doesn't directly control how fast or how well a plant grows. It tells the plant how hungry to be. I was blasting the plants with light, telling them to be incredibly
Hungry.
hungry vibes. And you know what? I didn't have anything in the refrigerator for them to eat.
Oh man, not even a McDonald's on the corner.
No, because think about it. I didn't have any CO2, right? Which the CO2 helps them be able to uptake food. And I wasn't going crazy with fertilizer. So a relatively low nutrient available environment, and I was telling them to be hungry, and they were literally starving to death.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm going, oh gosh, I need longer photo period, right? So I need more hours of this. And nothing was working. Like literally nothing was working, right? And I couldn't figure it out. It wasn't until Steven told me this that I was like, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so we've turned down, or I turned based on the plan Steven laid out for me, I've turned my lights down to 20% across all of those spectrums.
Wow.
From 100% intensity to 20.
Drop.
Huge drop.
So now they're hungry, but they're not starving.
So now what we've done is we've told them to be way less hungry. They're still getting an all-in-one fertilizer, right? So I'm still using the Easy Green that I've used.
Which is really good. That's why I use.
It's good stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, so we've totally we're changing that. We're kind of we're kind of getting to a point of changing their metabolism. Steven says with the limited CO2 and low tech, the highlight is like locking the fridge. You can fertilize, but the plants can't eat and they are starving. It's a catch-22. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all I was doing, vibes, was I was blasting them with light, making them incredibly hungry, giving them no food, and the food that I was dumping in there, the algae could eat. It's a much simpler celled organism than a plant, right? And it was thriving.
It was happy
in that environment that I created.
So in other words, you had the perfect environment for algae.
For algae. I created the perfect environment for algae, chasing my tail around. Did I not fertilize enough? Did I fertilize with the wrong stuff? Is the light incorrect, right? And in my head, I could never have come up with the idea of it being too much light because number one, total novice still.
Right.
And number two, I was like, but I've got the lower powered light. So of course, and the plant, and then the fish look good because the light, it's nice and bright and you can see it. And
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, life-changing. Just in 3 paragraphs of what Steven wrote for me.
Wow.
Just unbelievable. I never, and so I just wanted to bring that out because if there's someone else who's listening in here and doesn't know that that's really kind of the function of light, especially in such a low-tech type of aquarium, I wanted them to hear that because that for me totally changed my perspective on the whole thing. And I think it's really powerful. Yeah, Steven says algae will use your KH, so your carbonate hardness, for its carbon source.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, it's little things like this, and I so appreciate that he took time out of his weekend last weekend to message with me, just to give me a bunch of thoughts, because it's little things like this that totally. This thing that was such a mystery for so long for me, and I have been like going crazy trying to figure out, just listening to him a little bit, it made such a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I've got an actual plan that can get me to a place of the vision I had for this aquarium, we can make a reality.
Yeah.
Right? Because it just has always fallen short, and it's because I just didn't know what I was doing, and I felt like no matter the resource I tried to use, it didn't always tell the full picture wasn't there. I was getting bits
Right.
and pieces, right? Which is kind of why I did a little bit of other research for this topic and for my own just knowledge as I continue down this journey to rehab this tank. Just kind of little bits of information here and there to pull the whole story together, I think is really important, right? So like, I've got a couple of other videos that I watched that I thought had some really interesting bits of information. So there's a YouTube channel called Tropiscape Aquatics, and they've got a video called Transforming Your Struggling Plants with This Balance Method. There's one particular piece that I really liked, right? That again resonated with me. And the person who runs that channel said, if your plants look like they have deficiencies, which is what I had, right? The plants looked like they were kind of hanging on for dear life. We now know why, right? But I didn't. And you have algae that's thriving, also the situation that I had.
Right.
Your light is too intense. If you've got plant deficiencies and there's no algae, then it's the opposite, not enough light.
Okay.
And that to me makes all the difference in the world, because had I really realized that, because in my mind, I believe that the fertilizer had more to it than it does in this type of setup.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But as you know, as Steven is saying, is basically because you're limiting the carbon, right? You don't have any CO2, so you're limiting the carbon. They can't take up all that fertilizer. So it's not that you're not providing them enough. They can't get enough, right? And you have to look at other things, right? But it just was that little detail that totally escaped me. And so I think that video from Tropiscape Aquatics is pretty good. So anybody who wants to go and check that out, I thought that was pretty good. And then the other thing that I found was from Bentley Pasco, one of his videos. He did an Aquarium 911 episode 4, and it was someone who was talking about aquarium lights. And he said to plants, largely the light temperature, right? So when we talk about like different Kelvin,
right?
He said largely that doesn't matter to plants. That's how our eyes perceive it, right? So we talk about 6,500 Kelvin or 5,000 Kelvin or whatever. That, his point was that is how your eyes perceive the light, right? So do you like more of a cool light, more of a warm light? So it's got more of that yellowish tone or more of the blue tone?
The blue tone would be the 6,000.
Correct.
And the more the yellow tone, like 2,000.
It's right. It's the lower. Exactly. Yeah. And so he said, that's not as important. So if you're thinking about aquarium lighting, because he was trying to help this person, he said, things like your intensity and your photo period matter. And then when you hear about full spectrum, he said a full spectrum light is a light that provides the full light spectrum that plants can use. In some cases, maybe even more than what they can use. It may be spectrums outside of what they can uptake. Right. So, full spectrum, great. The color temperature, whatever interests you is fine, but it's more important you have the intensity and you get the right photo period.
Okay. And what's the time frame? Does it need?
So that very much depends on the type of aquarium. But in my case, right, very much a low-tech aquarium, photo period right around that 6 to 7 hour period if I'm running it at that 20 to 25% intensity. And I'm right at 20 right now. So I cut it to kind of the low end. And then if you wanted to go less intensity, Steven had said you could go up, 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever,
Right.
something like that, just depending. I think in my mind, that's a guide. You really have to sort of see what happens.
Right.
So the way I take it is, Steven gave me a good guide. So I'm doing 7 hours of light with a ramp up, ramp down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And
an hour ramp up and an hour ramp down. So it's really basically it's like 5 hours of full intensity at 20% for 5 hours. And then the others, the other 2 hours are the ramp up and the ramp down.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's like the basic guide. So I would say if somebody was going to set up an aquarium low tech, start with 7 hours, but that may not be your number.
Right.
Right. You may have to do something different, and you've really got to start to pay attention to what your plants are telling you.
Right. Well, this is really good because I want to give the same theory to one of my setups now.
Okay. Tell me a little more.
The plants are surviving, but they're not surviving, which is weird. It was only about 2 weeks ago, and the tank was overly stocked with plants. Now
you were telling me about this one, weren't you? And you said you can't go barely a week without trimming.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the opposite.
And you had, so what's changed? You had a power outage.
I had power outage.
So that means they didn't have light for a couple days, or not that long?
No, it wasn't that long. But
no,
and it got cold in here too.
Oh, okay.
So the cold and no light.
Yeah.
No oxygen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Probably will do some water changes and see if that kind of brings it back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like you said, every single week I had to go and trim it, which is I enjoy that. That's part of my enjoyment on that tank.
The trimming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I need to. It's probably my first thing is just go back, do some nice water changes, because I really don't want to touch the lights or the time that they're on, because it was flourishing.
Exactly. Perfectly. Yeah.
So.
And I can't say that about my setup. I don't think it ever truly flourished. I think the algae flourished in multiple forms, but not the plants. And it was all because I just didn't understand the fundamentals.
Right.
Right. And I feel like I've watched a lot of content, but again, it just didn't make sense to me. I just couldn't, didn't sink in.
But when the legendary steps up and says it makes sense.
It did. It just sunk in. When I read what he said, I looked at it completely differently. Right here, I thought that the plants, the light is what makes them grow.
Mm-hmm.
That's just intuitively how I thought about it. And when he said no, it just tells them how hungry to be. And then you think about the rest of that thought around, and they don't have much to take up.
Right.
Then you're like, okay, well, no wonder, right? And what is available, because they can't take it up, they don't have the carbon to do it, and they're running on overdrive, right?
Right.
That's where the algae steps in and says, I'll be glad to take all those nutrients you're giving me.
All the extra calories, cheese, yeah.
Exactly. Sense. They love it, right? It's a great snack, high protein. And so I've got little tufts of blackbeard algae all over the place now.
Which makes sense.
Yep. So, go ahead.
Yeah.
Larger water changes, yeah.
I'm going to give that a try. If I don't fix it, I don't know. This tank's been running now. What is it? 6 years. This is really the first time it's done this,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, I don't blame it. It went through a lot in the past week, but
Yeah, for sure. Difference of temperature, no lack of oxygen, right? So
it was
everything in the
out of the
environment kind
norm.
of changed.
Yeah, it wasn't no
Yep.
longer on schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the other thing that I learned through this process is plant load, right? The number of, like the volume of plants in the aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
In so this is the internal debate. Because in my head again, I had these ideas of how these plants would grow. And so I admittedly stocked it very lightly with plants, thinking that they would fill in over time. And, both Dee Dee a few weeks ago, right, when she said, sounds like you don't have enough plants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steven kind of confirmed it when I sent pictures. He said that I could increase my plants volume by a lot, right?
Right.
Because that will only aid in fighting back that algae,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if each plant can only eat a little bit,
Right.
more plants will eat more of the total volume of nutrients available,
Which makes sense.
right? And they'll keep it more stable that way. So yeah. So just it's been a very interesting kind of week, kind of taking this journey to sort of think about, how to move forward and kind of take these new learnings. And I just think it was really just incredibly interesting just to think about it from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm. So with more plants, would you up your root tabs at all, or the
With
fertilizer?
more plants,
Yeah.
so it depends on what type of plants.
So okay.
Because so I was already walking down a path of saying that I thought, yeah, probably did make sense to get some more plants.
Mm-hmm.
So I added, and I think we talked about this, I added Tiger Val and 2 different kinds of Java fern to the tank. And so the Java fern largely isn't as worried about root tabs because they're glued to stones, rocks.
Mm-hmm.
The Val,
Loves root tabs.
right? That has no problem with root tabs. So I think it depends on, as I add more plants, because that's going to be one of the final phases of this, is going to be, so the next phase is manually removing the the blackbeard algae that's there. So it is growing on the substrate, so on the gravel.
Mm-hmm.
So the good news is I can pick the tufts up,
Right.
because they're just stuck to a couple pieces of gravel. So I'm going to manually remove all of that kind of stuff. And then I am going to then add back some new plants. And so if I have a lot of root feeders, then yes, I'll go with more root tabs. Mm-hmm. If not, then I'll just keep on the fertilizer path that I'm doing now.
Will algae thrive from root tabs?
Oh, it certainly could, right? I mean, because it depends, right? I think your root tabs, if you have flow through your substrate and it ends up in the water column, sure.
Yeah.
Or if it ends up, it as the capsules break apart, right? There's dust. So I'm sure they'll have access to it. And maybe if the dust gets in and starts sitting at the surface, sure. No different than Steven said to me, one of the other things that he would recommend is in areas where there aren't plants, making sure you're really gravel vacking quite well, because if you're not, what you're doing is you're leaving potential, like a perfect ground for
Allergies.
that blackbeard algae to just attach itself.
That makes sense.
So I think the same could go for a root tab. I mean, all the right things would have to happen to make that true, but I would assume that's absolutely possible.
So in other words, what it sounds, don't put root tabs in an empty spot.
Don't put root tabs in an empty spot. Yeah, sure. You want to put it near plants that need it.
But put it too close, would it cause any root burn at all?
So I've never experienced that directly, I would say. Not that I know of. But people have said you have to be careful. You should keep it kind of a margin away from the root ball.
That's what I've heard too.
But I've never experienced it, and I tend to keep them pretty close, but I like, it's not right on top of the thing. So just give it a little margin. I don't think root tabs in an empty spot would be a problem at all. Okay.
Hey, by the way, y'all, if you're enjoying this kind of talk, you want some more of this kind of talk? This channel I know that does live stream every Monday night. It's phenomenal. It's What Your Plants by Stephen P. Stephen and Kelly do a phenomenal job. They're very detailed. They have the knowledge, the wisdom, the expertise. So go there and check them out. It's like, what, 4 o'clock? Central
4 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
She says not. Rachel says not this Monday. Yep.
I missed it. Yeah, because still, yeah. Anyways, I was a little disappointed. I was looking forward to it.
I don't tend to catch it. Unfortunately, it's right at the end of my workday.
Oh yeah.
So I can almost never catch it live. But yeah, that's right. So similar to the things that I'm telling you were in the discussion that Stephen and I had are things that he will share with anybody who tunes in every week. Right. Lots of good information. So
if you want a one-on-one situation, one-on-one teaching time, go ahead and email Stephen.
What? You can't sign him up for that.
Careful.
Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't think that root tabs in an empty spot will be a problem. Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to get a situation where it came in contact with like the surface.
Yeah.
And algae was able to like use it appropriately, right? So I'd say it's remote, but there's no reason to put them in an open spot.
True.
Like if you don't have plants in that section of the aquarium, you should concentrate them in an area where the plants have easier access to them. But yeah, so I mean, just so much to learn, I think, about lighting and the appropriate, and I guess it was a lesson to me around the decision tree to go through. The decision tree to go on about what to handle. I felt like it was so many variables, right? It was the fertilizer, it was lighting. And when it's lighting duration and intensity are variables, right? And right. I just totally, I felt like I would try one thing, and I really placed a lot of that emphasis on the fertilizer. And so, again, in that one video that I saw from Tropiscope Aquatics, they talked about usually the lighting is kind of one of your more important pieces, right? So like it has his viewpoint was that the lighting is a much more of a potential cause. So that would be like your place to start more than your nutrients, or if you happen to be using CO2, he still would say you go to lighting first.
Mhm.
That just was not how I was thinking about it. Well, what about, so Zen put a comment in here. Well, what about like some crypts if you're concerned about root burn? Yeah. So I know root burn is talked about. I do try and give it a little bit of a gap to the root ball, but I've never experienced a plant that I would say would have been burned.
Yeah.
So what Steven's saying makes a lot of sense to me, that I feel like root tabs, you would probably, there's probably a limit at which you would put enough root tabs that it would cause a problem, but I have never reached it. I mean, in general, when I was trying to grow an Amazon sword in that aquarium, I would do 2 root tabs at a time. And that didn't have any effect. I mean, I don't know how many I would have had to put under there for it to become a problem, but it certainly wasn't 2. I mean, what it would have been half a bottle. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think I ever got there.
No. That's an interesting point. Do you have to give root tabs plants?
Well, no, I don't think you absolutely have to, because there are other sources of fertilizer. Your fish, right? The waste that they produce.
Uneaten food.
Uneaten food become, right. So there's lots of things that are going to break down and become. So I think you got to pay attention to what the plant is asking for. Right. If you go down your decision tree and you're not having algae, right? You've got your lights dialed in at a reasonable level. Then maybe they need some root tabs or some other types of fertilizer. But that's part of the trial and error, which I think makes it so tricky, but it also makes it so interesting.
Right.
Yeah, Rachel, I'm there with you. I don't know what my plants want. I don't speak plant. Yeah, I think it's going to take me a really long time to get really comfortable with trying to sort of figure it out. I feel like, again, the few things that I've done that Stephen recommended, it's moved me in the right direction. Again, I don't know that any one of us can give the exact formula, but at least it was a starting point. And it's my job now is to fine tune it from there. So that's what I would say, right? So if I was setting up a new aquarium, which it's interesting, right, Vibes, because I've got the 2 aquariums that I had just emptied, and I'm going, what if I was to start another aquarium with plants after I get this one moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
And what would I do differently, and how could I do right? And so it becomes kind of, it's addicting to kind of chase it, right? And try to keep experimenting. Zen says that she's too scared to put one right under her well, you look at those guys cross-eyed, right, and they're going to end up wilting. So I don't blame you. Even when you know what plants want, there's always the divas. Yeah. But right now, I feel like mine are like, they've survived all my stupidity vibes.
Yeah.
So they're like the toughest. They're toughest of the species, because they have had to deal with some serious, like 5 years of moronic behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because I don't know that there's the Anubias Nana Petite is 5 years old for sure. but I don't think any of the other ones are. I think they've all been added as their forefathers, their plant forefathers died, so that they could hopefully have a better life. And even now, it was in question up until a week ago.
Mm-hmm. So since the ones that did survive all this time,
Mm-hmm.
those are hardy. So
Yep.
once you give it the perfect environment, will those things be beautiful?
I think so. I think
More than-
so.
yeah. Since they've gone through that cycle of
Yeah.
roughness.
Yeah. They've seen some things, vibes, and now they're like, whoa, what is this? Like, we're getting light. It's just enough. And we're able to take in a little bit of food, so we're not starving to death. So they're kind of in that phase of like, they feel like this is a trick.
Right. It's
Right?
scary.
They're not sure, but they're starting to feel pretty good with it because it's been almost a week now. And so, yeah. But I'm just so gosh darn excited about the possibilities of starting to figure this thing out.
Am I hearing it that you're becoming a plant legend?
No.
No.
I'm becoming somebody who is interested in proper care of my plants, and I'm incredibly thankful for all of the advice. And I just wanted to share just a few little tips that I had picked up, and to hopefully help somebody else, because I don't know, I find it to be an incredibly tough journey. It's not, I don't feel like there's an exact formula.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would never suggest you to do exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
But the fundamental ideas are maybe a good starting point to check out and see what happens. I think the other thing is to resist changing too much at once.
Right.
So all I did this week was I changed the intensity. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm leaving it. And I'm letting the plants adjust and do their thing. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull out all of the blackbeard to clean that up and let the plants kind of do their thing, right? And I think that's really good to sort of take it slow, see what happens. And from here, no one really can tell me what to do about it. I've got to pay attention to what's happening. And now that I have a better idea for how each of the different elements fits into the picture, right? So, the idea that they need some fertilizer, but they can't take up a lot of it because it's not available for them, right? They're not able to use it because there's lack of carbon. So what do I do, right? Do they need less light, more light? Just kind of try and figure those things out. And I think Steven said in here, Rachel said she's got minimal algae and her plants look like they're not doing great. He said at that point to take a look at your nutrients.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all of that balance that I think has to be looked at, right?
And each tank is different, so you can't give one answer and that'll fix them all.
No, no. You're gonna. I don't think anybody can do the journey for you. You're gonna have to.
Right.
Zen says now that we know he takes notes and actually does trial and error, Todd will be required to fill in for Stephen and Kelly when they take off now.
Good.
Zen, I think I am so far away from being even remotely qualified to be involved in Wet Your Plants. Like I said, this is just such new information, but it's so helpful.
It's phenomenal.
It really was so good. Like I said, it totally blew my mind. I would have never thought of it the way, and the way he explained it was just so easy to understand. Right? Like
Yeah.
there's the whole scientific piece behind it, and he probably can speak about it at that level. There's many people that can.
Right.
But he just broke it down in such a way where I just was like, whoa, okay. Like now I get it. Right. And you know, it just makes a big difference. Already booked as a featured plant expert on an upcoming What's Your Plants. Oh boy, I don't think so. I may be booked as a what not to do expert.
There you go.
Here's how to fumble around for 5 years with your planted aquarium, and then listen to the people that actually know what's going on.
Right. So if you want to mess around with your tank for 5 years, here's what you do.
You come to me. I will tell you the surefire way to just absolutely just chase your tail for 5 years. That
sounds like perfect. So.
Yeah. So I just think that is just super cool. Rachel said the Todd and Zen show. So I have been in the room when Zen did come on a stream.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was like the beginning of a new chapter.
It was. I think it was the start of her debut.
Yeah. The red carpet and all, y'all.
Yep. Yeah, Dee Dee, I know I'm definitely in good company as far as, you know, chasing this topic. But it's just, yeah, I just feel like there's so much to it and there's so much information. You've got to be really kind of careful, and without having sort of that base level of knowledge, you can end up in all sorts of different directions.
Right.
And so that's why for me this was really like the building blocks, and I feel like these are kind of some of those things that are right. I feel like these are some things that are really good starting points, whereas other than that, it's all over the place, right? And you know, I think that the type of aquarium that you've got makes a ton of difference. Because people will go on and they will give you light settings, but that's for their aquarium.
Right.
And when it doesn't work for you, you're like, well, wait a second, like what happened? And
different tank.
Yeah, different tank, different water, right? So different parameters. Are they using CO2? The type of plant, exactly. All of that is different, right? So,
hey, Mike, good to see you.
ATF Mike, hey.
The Mike.
Yeah. Fish Dream said I could add to that what not to do. Yeah, it's just so easy. Yeah, Steven, I think that's the thing, man, right? And it's just very confusing because I love to learn. And so I did spend in the last 5 years a bunch of time trying to figure it out, but it went in all sorts of different directions. And it's not to say that any of those people are wrong, because it probably is working fine for them.
Right.
But it was at this level when really what I needed was here. Right. And so, you know, that was there was very few videos that I could find that sort of started at that level, right? They took a whole bunch of assumptions already into account, but never explained that to the person.
Yeah.
And so that's where, right, I just wanted to share that, because for me, these really very simple fundamental things, like what the light actually does for the plants, when you're buying a light, right? focus on intensity, focus on what photo period you use. Don't worry about the color temperature, right? Those kinds of things are much less important. And then how to start to diagnose what is actually going on in the aquarium. For me, those three things that I've learned just since last weekend really started to click for me and help.
It's taking him up to a whole new level.
Yeah, and just a level you can do something with, because you get to a point, right, where, it was my least favorite aquarium for a reason. I was beating my head against the wall trying to figure this thing out.
Ouch, that hurt.
Yeah, right? And you're like, what is it going to take for me to figure this out?
Steven.
Right. It took someone with a different perspective, more knowledge, to be able to sort of say, okay, here's what I'm seeing in the pictures you're sharing with me. And you fundamentally, the way in which you're thinking about it is different than kind of what the reality is.
True.
That's what it was, right? I was thinking about it in a way that's very logical, right? But inaccurate.
So, what we need now is a video of your tank before and after.
I can get you pictures and we can share them on the live stream.
That'd be cool.
Right, we could do that for sure. Yeah, I've got the pictures that I took last week that I sent to Steven.
Nice.
And then as it continues to progress, I could take new pictures. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
Plant
So,
nerds unite.
Yeah. It did. It really kind of, that's the other thing is, I'm not sure what part is more exciting, Vibes, right? Is it the fact that I learned something? Or is it the fact that I'm now excited about it again?
Right.
Right. So those pictures prove that Todd actually does have a it's true.
Yeah, there you go, Jenna.
Nobody can say that I don't. I mean, if I concocted this whole story,
right,
next level devious.
You're an expert at make a good story out of nothing.
It seems like it, yeah. Because I've got my tank that I
3D printed.
I 3D printed back here, and then I did AI pictures of a blackbeard algae ridden.
Right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Right, I'm taking this pretty far just to be friends with a bunch of fish keepers on YouTube.
That's kind of weird.
Wouldn't that be so strange? Like to find that somebody like just wanted to join a community. Uh-huh. I'm sure it happens, right?
Oh yeah.
Steven says I'm not the solution yet. It'll take a few weeks to really see the positive direction, or if you need to. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I just needed somebody to sort of set me off in the right direction to start with, and then it's on me to sort of make the rest of it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I am already seeing the plants are acting differently. Like the valve that I put in there just a week ago, it's growing quite quickly. I was not getting, you'll remember, Vibes, I was telling you I was not getting very quick plant growth.
Right.
When you were telling me you couldn't go more than about a week without trimming that one aquarium when things were going the way they were.
Right.
I rarely did I have to trim.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much struggle there was, right? And so I'm already starting to. They were right. Yes. Yeah. I was telling them to be incredibly hungry and they couldn't get to the food. So I was killing them. So now I'm starting to see that as a positive sign. There's a long, long ways to go, but it seems like that was, if nothing else, it was a good direction to move in. It may not be the ultimate direction, right? We may have to change intensity or photo period or something like that. but at least it was moving in a positive direction. And the blackbeard algae is not more populated.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Right? So I cleaned off the 2 rocks where now I have the 2 Java ferns.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaned them off, got rid of all the blackbeard algae. The one of them had a bulbitis that was sad. It had been through a rough life. So I pulled that off, cleaned off that rock, cleaned off another rock, put those Java ferns on there. No blackbeard algae has grown back on those rocks in a week. So I feel like it looks like it's basically stayed the same that way. Now I need to pull it out and make sure that that's the case.
Right.
So we're moving in the right direction. Where we'll end up, I'll report back and let you know what other changes do I end up having to make. But we're moving in the right direction.
Ooh. So chat, that's your job. If we don't bring it up, you need to ask Todd every week.
Yep.
How's the tank doing?
Yeah.
Well, this is good news. I can't wait to see the result.
Yeah, I'm just so excited, man. It just reinvigorated my love for the concept of a beautiful planted aquarium. I was getting to the point of I just didn't know if I was going to get there because it just seemed like everything I tried was because the one thing that I needed to do, I didn't do.
Right. Yep.
I literally did everything around the one thing that I needed to do. I mean, I started down the right path because I went from a not adjustable, very bright Higer,
right,
to the Aqua Sky, admittedly a much dimmer aquarium light, but I didn't go far enough.
Right. So tonight, if you're a beginner and you're having the same issues, go ahead and watch Stephen P. Or anybody else, come here every Thursday night. Ask questions. TJ will answer your question for you.
Well, we as a total community will answer their questions. I will give anything that I try that works for me. I will be glad to tell you how it worked for me. But yeah, we've got to then take it and apply it to our own situation, right? So, Steven is not responsible for my success, but he is absolutely responsible for pushing me down, right?
Oh.
He's responsible for jump starting me at least in the right direction.
Yeah.
And so for that, I'm really, really thankful because I like I said, I would have struggled with this probably for a very long time because I was going after the wrong thing.
Right.
I was convinced it was fertilizer related.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it may prove down the road that there is a fertilizer issue in addition, but at this point, it looks like things are starting to move in a proper, in a proper direction. If it works, I'm willing to take credit. You should be, Stephen, and I will continue to talk about as it progresses. You certainly are the driving force that got it in that direction. Absolutely, that's I really do appreciate it. It really is a huge help. So yeah. So like I said, I'm super excited and I just can't wait. I get very excited now every day when the light turns on at 3:00 in the afternoon to go over and see what's changed since yesterday.
Ooh.
And the answer is not like a lot, right? You wouldn't want it to change that drastically in 24 hours. Like that would be a little bit crazy, but I certainly want to see it moving in that direction, and it's starting to show signs that it might be.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Uncle Joe, welcome in. All right, y'all. It's 9:00 here, and TJ will be talking grumpy if we don't let him go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I know, right?
Call me out like that, and just Uncle Joe just stopped in here.
Yeah.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
Before you head out, y'all, next week's homework for those that missed it or just came in. Your 5 top favorite fish. Go ahead and email Vibes Aquatics, runningfj@gmail.com. I pinned the email top of the chat. Go ahead and email me before next Wednesday. Your answer. and put in the subject hashtag 108 Thursday night live stream, and then go ahead and put your 5 favorite fish, and go ahead and answer it. And then email me. Press send. It won't do any good if you don't press send. Then we'll do a giveaway to all the ones that participated next Thursday night. And you gotta be there to win.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the cutoff is next Wednesday. So send your answers in before next Wednesday, so I can get them all and put them on a wheel. You can spin it. Did I cover all of that? The rules?
You did well.
And TJ said it is international, so
Yeah, why not? We should take care of our international friends every now and again.
So, and the email's in the chat, so go ahead and email.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you want to add to that giveaway thing?
Nope, you covered it.
Okay. But before we head out, before we leave y'all this week, we do want to let TJ speak his mind.
Yeah. So thanks for everybody coming here to join. Like I said, Vibes, you and Mariah, you called it with the light, right? You thought that was an issue, and I think you were right based on what we're seeing, at least in these early days. Thanks to Dee Dee for talking about she thought I didn't have enough plants, because that also looks like a potential part of the issue. So, you guys sort of started me thinking about, this as being the year of really working on it. And thanks for the ideas everybody kicked in here. Stephen, thanks for taking time out of the last weekend to, give me a really nice response and to kind of give me some ideas on what to start with. I'm just really excited. So more to come on this topic as I continue to work through the plan that Stephen put together for me. And we'll hopefully see this start to kind of come together, and I'll be able to refine it over time. And if you happen to have been struggling or are struggling with your aquarium, maybe this gives you at least a couple of little basics that I learned this week that might help you. So, and thanks, buddy, for another fun stream this week.
So what I'm hearing, there might be part 2 coming up on this topic.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. Hopefully there'll be part 2 when we start to see it take off a little bit more.
In that case, I might need to start another aquarium, or not start, set up another aquarium, and see where I could add to that aquarium with the knowledge that I'm learning right here.
Love it.
Cool.
Yep, I love it.
Thanks to everyone in the chat, to all the moderators, co-hosts, members, subscribers, lurkers, replay crew. Of course, you can't forget TJ, number 101 co-host. Joining me tonight and putting up with my shenanigans. We do miss Mariah. Mariah, if you're watching this, we miss you so much. But have a good night. Stay safe. Everyone else, stay warm, stay safe, and be positive. Real positive. Until later. Peace out, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.